All right, folks, welcome back to Procreate. So we covered the perspective grid. That was available in version 4.0, but as of July 7th, they released version 4.1, and 4.1 took the perspective grid and kicked it up a notch. We like to keep the course current, so what I'm going to show you here is everything you need to know about the new version. So in order to get to the perspective grid in the new version, click on the drawing guide. But now look at this. When we edit the drawing guide, completely different way this looks now. You've got 2D options, isometric options, our traditional perspective grid, and a symmetry grid. Now, we're going to work with symmetry in the symmetry lesson and again with the mandala, so I'm not going to cover that so much here. What I'm going to cover is the 2D and the isometric grid. Now, the 2D grid has some options. Right below here, there's a slider, so you can change the color of the grid lines. And then down here at the bottom, you can change the thickness of the grid lines. You see how that made them thinner and thicker. And then you can change the opacity of the grid lines to suit your working style. There's a lot of customization. Now, if you're interested in drawing assist, you know what that is from the perspective lesson. Click it on. And now this is pretty cool. In this course, we show you how to get by with just the grid brush, making a custom grid. But now in version 4.1, you can make that grid as teeny tiny as you want or as big and bold as you want. All right, so once you're done with your settings, go ahead and hit done. And now with this layer, you'll see that the layer 1 has the assist on it. I grab a brush. Let's go ahead and just grab an inking brush. And all I want you to see here is that because assisting is on, all I am able to do is make moves up and down and across to align with my grid. So this is actually super awesome if you're doing some designs there in which you just need a ton of straight lines. All right, so that's what that grid looks like. Now I want to show you the isometric grid. Come over here, we grab isometric grid, and then you can change it as small or as big as you want. And then when you're good with that, you hit done. Now again, the layer is assisted. How do you turn the assist on and off? Just like this. All right, now this one here is going to constrain my marks to only those areas of the grid that correspond so that it keeps me on the straight and narrow path there toward making regular old isometric cubes. So if you're one of those people that's into isometric drawing, this is super awesome for you. Now, here, if we go down to layer, we turn off the assist. Now I can come in and I can adjust it and shade whichever sides of my isometric cube I want. So that's a little bit on the new grid assist and on the new, I should say, drawing guides that came out in 4.1. So hope you get a ton of use out of them. We're going to do a couple tutorials as the year goes by here on these. We don't do a lot of perspective drawing in this course, so it's a whole different subject. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get on to the next lessons. I want to keep it real and relevant for you.